Hello everyone. In this video we are going to cover about one of the most data collection used in the Python programming, that is list. We will be studying that what is list and how we can create a list in our Python programs. After the creation of the list, how to access the element, updates the element, delete the element, and what list functions, the pre-built functions in Python for list and method we can use. So let me first introduce you with the list. List is very similar to arrays. In other programming language, we have the concept of array. The list is very much similar to the concept of an array. If you know array, then it will be much more easy for you to understand the list. List is a collection which is ordered and changeable, and it is created by placing the element in the square bracket. If there is a program and if you have to identify that how many lists are being used, and so it will be easy to spot you if there is a square bracket and elements are put inside it, then it that is a list. Sim if you see in the other programming language, it is similar to the arrays. There are basically four basic operations which we can perform on the Python list. The first one is a concatenation. If you are given with a two list and you have to add them, then plus sign is used for the concatenating the two list. The second one is the repetition, the multiply sign here. If you are multiplying a particular list with the n number of times, then it will be repeating that element and making it one. The membership, it means if you are searching a particular element in a list, then it will result in a two state, either true or false. And the fourth one is the iteration, means you are iterating the elements in a list. Now we will implement each operation and create a list in our Python program. So let's switch to the programming section. So here is our Python file. So we will be writing program over here. So let's start with it. First of all, I am going to declare one list variable and initialize the value in it. This is my first list. Similarly, now I will be going to declare the second list. Now the first basic operation, sorry, let me comment this section. Basic operation. The first one operation is concatenation. Now I will be adding these two lists with the help of plus sign and storing this result into my new list variable, that is my list 3. Now let me print this. Let's see whether the concatenation is perfectly done or not. Okay. Sorry. Run this program. Yeah. Let's run this program and see whether the output is yes. The list is perfectly concatenated. So in this way you can concatenate the two lists. Now the second operation, that is repetition. We will be simply multiplying the first list and storing into the another variable by 2 times. Now let me print the result of this. My list 4. Run the program. So here you can see the output that each element in a my list 1 is occurring 2 times. This is the second operation, that is repetition. Now in this way you can create a list. I have shown you how to create a list. Simply you have to declare a first variable and after that you have to initialize that list. My list 2, my list 1 are, I have initialized these variables with the list. -3, -4. After that, after the creation of the list, if you want to access the element of a list, if you want to access the element of a list, okay, over here, see, my list 2, 4, 5, 6. I want to access the first element of my list 2. So what I will be doing, it's just same like an array. You have to pass the variable name first, then square bracket, and you have to pass the index position of which you want the value. So let I want the value of at index position 0, so I will pass 0 over here. Let's see the output in the program, and here is the output 4. As you can see, 4. Similarly, if you want to access the element of a list from the backward side, then you can pass the negative indexes, means my list 2 square bracket. I want to access the list from the backward side, means -1. Let's run it and see output. This is 6. Okay, in this way you can access the elements of the list. Let us suppose an example about the nested list. Nested list. Let me declare one list variable, my list 5, sorry, my list 5 hello, comma, another list in a list. Now this is the concept of the nested list. Now what if I want to access the elements of the nested list, then how I will be doing this? See, this is similarly like a two-dimensional array. Just pass my list 5. Now see, this hello is at 0 index position of my list 5, and this another list, that is 1 2 3 4, is at one index position of my list 5. So in first I will be passing the index position of my list 5, that is 0. Now from my list 5 it will come to hello. Now in hello I have to access the element L, so I have to again mention the index position of L. So what's the index position of L is 0 1 2. So now place square bracket again and place the index position of L. Now print the output. Let's see what's the result. See, here it is L. In this way you can access the elements of a nested list. Now let's access the element of another nested list, that is 1 2 3 4. I want to access the element 3 in a nested list -5. Square bracket first, square bracket. Now the position of 3 is 0 1 2, that is 2, 1 comma 2. Now run the program and see the output. Here it is 3. So this is the way in which you can access the nested list by passing the index value. After the accessing of the index list, if you want to slice the list in Python, means you want to access the range of values. I have in the previous video I have told you about the string slicing. Now we are going to deal with the list slicing. So let me first make another list variable, that is my list 6, and declare it okay p. Okay, I'm declaring here program. Perfect. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use the slicing operator, slicing a list using slicing operator, that is colon. So I want to access the element from R to A. So what I am going to write, print list name my list 6, okay, square bracket Now the starting position, that is R 1, 2, sorry, 1 to 6, 1 colon and 6. Let's run this and you can see the output. ROGRA, it has put from first index position till fifth position. The last position of this is not included in the output. So make sure you take care of this. Now, what if you want to update the elements? We have known how to create the list. We have come to know how to slice the list. Now we will update the list. We will perform the updating the list elements. Suppose you have forgotten to update an element in a list. Then how you can update the element? Let us declare first list -7, okay, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. Now you want to update the 6 with 5. So what you will do? Simply you have to use -7. Which index position is at 6? The index position of 6, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth index position, and you will be simply updating that index position with the new value, that is 5. Now if you print the list -7, then it will be printed with the updated value. Let's run this program. Okay, list assignment index out of range 0, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, the index value is given wrong. Sorry for it. Now let's run it. Yes, here you can see the index position 3 is being updated with our new value. So in this way you can update the list elements. Now the next thing what we are going to do is removing the element. If you want to remove the element from your list, then what you can do? Deleting or removing the elements. Removing the elements from list. See, if you want to, let us suppose that -7 is having 9876, sorry, 9875 element. Now I have to remove the element 5. What I can do, I will be using mylist7 dot remove function and will be mentioning the value which I want to remove, that is 5. And after that I will be printing mylist7 to check whether it has removed that element or not. Okay, now run it. So here you can see the output. My list was 9875. After removing the 5 element from the list, my final list becomes 987. So in this way you can delete or remove the element from the list. So till now we have learned what is the list, how to create the list, how to access the elements of the list, and how to access the element of nested list, how to update the list element, and how to delete or remove the elements from the list. Now we are going to learn about the functions, the built-in functions in Python for the list and the methods one by one. I will be telling you few of them which is important, which is more frequently used in the program, and rest you can prefer the Python book. Okay, let me start with the very functions, with the very first function, that is length function, which is used to get the length of your list. I will be directly printing the output len length. Now pass your list variable name, that is -7, and let's just run the program. See what's the output. 3 987. 3 elements are present and it will be returning the length of your list. After that, after the length, we can go with another function, that is max function. Print max, pass the list name. It will be printing the maximum value of element in this list. To run the program and you can see the out, that is 9. In 987 the maximum value is 9. Similarly, we have min function, min minus 7, run the program, and here you can see the output, that is min function, that is 7. After this, we have list function, which is used to convert a string, tuple, or set or dictionary into the list. So if you have a, for example, if you have a string, suppose you have a string that says hello and you want to convert into the list. So what you have to do, you have to use the list function and pass this string into the list and simply run the program, and it will convert your string into the list. Here you can see the output, that is hello is being converted into the list. The next function which I'm going to tell you is sum function. What it will return, it will return sum of the all elements in the list. Print sum. Now pass the list name minus 7. Now it will be returning the output, which will be displaying the sum of all the elements in your list. If you add it, 9 plus 8, 17, 17 plus 7, 24. So the output is correct. Now I am going to tell you the methods which you can use in the Python. The first method is append method. The above are the function, and now I'm going to tell you the method. So first method which I'm going to use is append method. If you have remember, let me first print minus 7 for you. See what we are having, the 3 element 9, 8, 7. Now if I want to add an element in this, then what I will do, minus 7 dot append, and will pass the value which I want to add. For example, I want to add 98. It will add 98, and then I will print the list variable and see what the output is. Here you can see 98 is added to the list. So append method is used to add the element into the list. The next method will be insert. If you want to insert the element into the list at a particular index value, then you can also do this. For example, I want to add I want to add 100 at index value 1. So first I will be passing position where I want to add, and then the index, first I will be passing the index value. After that I will be passing the real number value which I want to add. Now I will print the output, and here it comes. Here you can see at one index position 100 is added, and the other elements are shift forward by 1. So the final list become 908, 7, 98. Next method which I am going to tell you after insert is remove. I have already told you that remove method, what it do, it simply delete or remove the element from the list. Suppose I want to remove 7 from the list. So I will pass this, and then I will print minus 7, caps lock, my list. Make sure that Python is a case sensitive language, so make sure that where you are using uppercase or lowercase, it is same as it is where you have used. Control Shift. Okay. Here you can see 7 is being removed from the list. Now the elements become 908 and 98. After the remove, we can use index method. What it returns? It returns the first index value of the past number. For example, I want the index value of 98. So I will pass 98. Okay. And print, I have to store the result. So res result equals to my list index, and I'm going to print the result. Now run the program. Here you can see my list 7 dot index. The 98 index value is 3. So the result, the output is 3. index method is used to return the index value of a particular number which you have passed. If there are two same numbers, for example, my list, I'm going to append one number, append 98 again, and then I'm going to print my list 7. So you can see that there are two 98 in my list. So if I am going to use index method again, my list 7 dot index and pass 98, then it will be returning the first occurrence index value. What I mean to say is this: see, 98 is present at third index value and fourth index value, but the first index value is 3, so it will be returning the first index occurrence. The next method which we are going to use is count method. What it do? My list 7, it simply counts the element which you are passing. I just want to pass 98, so it will count how many times 98 being occurred in this list. So it will return a value, so I have to store into a variable result1 equals to my list count 7 98. Now I am going to print it, run the program, and here is the output. 98 been occurred at 2 times. So for this, count method is used. If you want to reverse the order of elements in a list, then you can use reverse method. It will simply reverse the order of the elements. Now print my list 7, run the program. So here you can see that it has reversed the element in a list 98, 98, 800 and 9. So in this way you can reverse the order of the elements in a list. Now if you want to clear all the elements or remove all the items and empty the list, then which method we are going to use is clear. My list 7 dot clear. It will be removing all the elements and print my list 7. Run the program, and here you can see now the list becomes empty. It had removed all the elements which are present in my list 7. So these are all the methods. These are the few methods which I have explained, but to go in more deep and learn about more methods you will be using in programming is to go through the book. So in this video we have learned about the list, how to create the list, how to access the list, and how you can update the elements of the list, and what are the built-in functions and methods which can be used frequently in the Python programs. So this is all about this video. Make sure you subscribe the channel to stay updated with more videos on Python tutorial series. And in next video we are going to talk about the dictionary.